Good evening everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is Takkar Rapid Series where we are discussing daily 10 MCQs based on today's current affairs, and these 10 MCQs are very relevant to our UPSC Prelims Examination. This is Class 29 of 5th July 2023. The lead topic, the most important topic for today we are going to discuss is related to the term dark patterns. Okay, but before going into the lead topic and the remaining, we can say that 10 MCQs for today, we are discussing on daily basis one quotation by the famous thinkers, philosophers, leaders around the world, including India, which is relevant to our exam preparation, like papers like ethics or essay paper, and overall we can say our personality building. For that purpose, it is very relevant. Today's quotation is by Mary Wollstonecraft. Yes, very important name when we talk about the let's say feminist aspect in the ethics. ठीक है, so applied ethics में हम अगर देखते हैं कि feminist ethics, so yes, it is important personality. She is important personality. Now, no man chooses evil because it is evil. He only mistakes it for happiness, the good he seeks. Okay, so basically it is talking about the human nature or the choices that human makes dealing with in day-to-day life, in personal life as well as professional life. No man chooses evil because it is evil. No one wants to choose evil. Evil here means something related to bad or let's say wrong. We can say that the vices, or simply we can say that the negative things. Best example in our day to day life, जैसे कि हम देखते हैं कि there are many people who are addicted to smoke, drink, alcoholics, or let's say they frequently drink alcohol. Now if we talk about that, yes, drinking alcohol is to some extent, of course we know that it is wrong, especially when it harms your health. When the people are drunk and they are driving the vehicles, then there are chances of accidents. So of course we can say that it is wrong practice morally for many people. ठीक है, for many people. Or if suppose the person is addicted, simply we can say that it is evil, it is wrong practice, right? Addiction of certain things. Now no man chooses that particular practice because it is wrong practice. Rather it gives the happiness. It mistakes it as an happiness. लोगों को लगता है कि उससे क्या होगा, happiness मिल रहा है. That means let's say person is smoking. Suppose someone is addicted to smoking. उनको लगता है कि वो टेंशन जो आ रहा है, उसको प्रेशर आ रहा है, वो कम हो रहा है. ठीक है, इट मिस्टेक्स इट फॉर दैट. समझ रहे हो? तो ये जो बात है, इट इज बेसिकली वन शुड नो दैट द पर्टिकुलर थिंग दैट इज एविल और रॉन्ग, द पर्सन इज नॉट चूजिंग बिकॉज इट इज रॉन्ग. रादर इट मिस्टेक्स इट for something positive or good, or it is bringing some happiness to that person. ये उसकी गलती होती है. ठीक है, the good that he is seeking is derived from the wrong practices. Wrong means wrong things, we can say. ठीक है, so basically here what she wants to convey is that human is inherently moral. Now many thinkers like her are also view that human is inherently moral. Like Aristotle will say that human is social, political and ethical being. So yes, but at the same time many thinkers are of the view that the human is inherently selfish, brutish, or we can say that self-centered. For example, the Thomas Hobbes or even Kautilya, they will think always that the human is selfish or always seek self-interest. तो यहाँ पर ये पॉजिटिव व्यू ऑफ ह्यूमन नेचर, ह्यूमन बिहेवियर लिया गया है. ठीक है, fine. So it can be useful for your essay and ethics paper. Now let's talk about today's 10 topics. These are today's 10 topics on the basis of which we have framed today's MCQs. Let's go deal with the first MCQ. Yes, those who are online, they can give your let's say give answers to these MCQs in the comment box simultaneously. If you have any query related to these questions, I am here to address that query live manner. So let's talk about dark patterns. ठीक है, yes, it is in news and especially it is related to e-commerce. Why? E-commerce से related क्यों news में है? Yes, what we see when we are, let's say, scrolling on the internet or social media website, something like that, there will be lot of pop-ups. ठीक है, वहाँ पे पॉपअप्स आते हैं और गलती से क्या होता है कि वो पॉपअप पे हम क्लिक कर देते हैं. ठीक है, and then there is redirection of that, let's say in a particular website or any shopping website, something like that. And here what they are doing is, whatever the user is surfing, उसको यूज़र का जो एट प्रेजेंट जो भी वो सर्व कर रहा है, सर्च कर रहा है, उसको वो प्रोफाइलिंग करता है, उसका बिहेवियर को जज करता है और उसके हिसाब से वो क्या करेंगे, उसको पॉपअप्स देना शुरू करेंगे, उसके हिसाब से वो एड्स देना शुरू करेंगे. Right, so we are basically observing such kind of profiling of the users, and accordingly target based advertisement and marketing is being done. But many times what happens is unknowingly or unintentionally the person will click on that, and there will be something, let's say the person is attracted to that website, and a hidden cost may be involved there, but the person is unaware about that. कुछ लोगों की अर्जेंसी होती है कुछ खरीदने की या कुछ होता है, तो वो लोगों को वो टारगेट करता है और वहाँ पे वो ज़्यादा महंगी चीज़ें बेच देते हैं उनको. ठीक है, सो बेसिकली इट इज़ द डार्क पैटर्न्स. दिस टर्म वाज given in 2010 by one of economist, and you should be knowing the meaning. The term based questions, again I am repeating, which sections UPSC ask term based questions: ecology and environment, economy, science and technology, and international relations. Largely the questions are from this section. Okay, so A is the correct answer here. Let's talk about the next question. See, we are framing these MCQs on the similar lines of PYQs. We are giving one example of PYQ so that you understand how UPSC has asked the questions related to that topic or a similar topic. It may not be that same topic, but the similar topic, similar area, और सब्जेक्ट टॉपिक, वी कैन से सब्जेक्ट, तो इसलिए हम ये साथ में PYQs भी दे रहे हैं. नाउ इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ लेप्टोस्पायरोसिस, दिस डिसीज, कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स. नाउ लेप्टोस्पायरोसिस इज अ फंगल डिसीज, द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट, बट दिस इज इनकरेक्ट. नाउ मेनी टाइम्स स्टूडेंट्स विल बी थिंकिंग लेप्टोस्पायरोसिस होता है ना, जो पैर को जो है गंदे पानी में या इस तरीके से होता है, तो लेप्टोस्पायरोसिस होने के चांसेस होते हैं. बट इट इज़ नॉट अ फंगल डिसीज, यस इट इज़ द बैक्टीरियल डिसीज. It is the bacterial disease. Remember this. It affects both animals and humans. This is correct. But first one is incorrect, right? Rodents are the sole carriers of this disease. This is not correct. Along with rodents, there are, let's say, carriers like goats, sheep, dogs. They are also carriers of this, we can say, bacteria. Leptospirosis has no cure as of now. This is also not correct. Rather, there are antibacterial drugs are there, and that's why there is cure, there is treatment. ठीक है, there is treatment. So one should be knowing whether there is any vaccine, the drug for treatment, whether there is cure or not for particular disease. So in past UPSC has asked such kind of question, and in future also there can be such kind of question. Only one statement is correct related to leptospirosis. Okay. फाइन. ये देखिए किस तरीके से न्यूज़ पूछा हुआ. लेप्टोस्पायरोसिस, दिस इज दैट सर्जेस इन द मॉनसून मंथ. जनरली क्या होता है ना कि मॉनसून मंथ में हमारे जो पैर होते हैं ना, हम गंदे पानी में पैर जब जाते हैं, बच्चों के हो या किसी के भी, सो बेसिकली देर इज इन्फेक्शन फ्रॉम दैट, लेट्स से muddy water, or we can say that the water which is not hygienic or pure water simply. एंड मानसून में क्या होता है कि सारे एरियाज फ्लड हो जाते हैं, तो उसमें बार बार पानी हम पैर जो है कीचड़ में वो पानी में जाता है, तो उसकी वजह से चांसेस होते हैं. सो यस, फाइन. विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग रिवर्स डज नॉट फ्लो इनटू ब्लैक सी? नाउ यस, यूपीएससी हैज आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू मैच द फॉलोइंग. ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड there will be rivers, on the right hand side there will be seas into which the rivers are draining, or the question can be like this one also, the seas and the adjoining, let's say, countries. So here Black Sea is continuously in news because of Ukraine-Russia war, and that's why again the Dnieper river was in news. Why? Because that particular dam was that in Ukraine that was we can say broken, and the severe flooding of the downstream area happened. So yes, the drainage system, or we can say that the rivers that are draining into Black Sea, the adjoining countries of the Black Sea, all should be prepared here. Now the Eastern European let's say rivers, already UPSC has asked about Volga river. तो आपने अगर PYQ किया होगा तो इसका आंसर आ जाएगा, राइट. In 2021 there was MCQ related to Volga. ये ऐसे दिए थे, यहाँ पे एक वोल्गा था और वो drains into which sea. So we are aware that Volga drains into Caspian Sea. ठीक है, it drains into Caspian Sea and that's why it is the correct. Does not बोला हुआ है, ठीक है. Dnieper, Dniester and we can say Danube. Along with that there are very small rivers that are draining into Black Sea, but these are the major rivers. Okay, so Volga drains into Caspian Sea and it flows through Russia. Volga, major river of Russia. Fine. Now the term quasars, recently seen in news, can be best understood as, look at this year's question, objects in space, pulsars, nebulae, cephoids, description. This year's prelims question. So such kind of terms from science and technology, UPSC is going to ask such questions, and we are covering all these terms, be it related to biotechnology, space technology, nuclear technology or other nanotechnology. So we are covering in the current affairs all these things. If you follow these lectures, these term based MCQs or questions from the prelims, thorough preparation will happen, I am telling you. ठीक है, तो ये आप जरूर follow करिए रोज का रोज. Right, term quasars are basically the supermassive black holes at the centers of early galaxies, and there are very bright areas, we can say, they are very bright areas. Let me also show you the image of the quasars. ठीक है, A is the correct answer. ठीक है, आप explanation वाले जो PDF जो है हमारे description में, इस वीडियो के description में होगा. So in that we have provided the image and you can watch that. ठीक है, सो यस डिस्क्रिप्शन में जो आपको एक्सप्लेनेशन वाली फाइल है, you download that, you keep that with you and you compile that. Of course we are also having the compilation of all these 200 MCQs for the month, and we are monthly publishing that. Okay, till the date, till the date मार्च मंथ तक हमने वो कवर किया हुआ है. अप्रैल और मई मंथ का हम अगले वीक में जो है वो कंपाइलेशन रिलीज करने वाले हैं. इट विल बी अवेलेबल ऑन आवर वेबसाइट, लुकमान आईएएस वेबसाइट का जो पोर्टल है स्टूडेंट का, तो वहाँ पे भी अवेलेबल होगा ये सारा रिसोर्स, एंड इट इज़ फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. ओके, सो यू डाउनलोड दैट, यू प्रैक्टिस इट एंड यू रिवाइज इट विथ रेफरेंस टू द प्राइमरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज ऑफ साउथ ईस्ट एशिया रीजनल एंटी डोपिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. साउथ ईस्ट एशिया रीजनल है. Consider the following statement. It assists the member countries' national anti-doping organizations in, let's say, in the region to compliant with the World Anti-Doping Code. So one can easily identify the basic function here or responsibilities. It coordinates and promotes anti-doping programs all over the world. Now one should know that all over the world bola hai, but it is regional, no. So Southeast Asia regional hai. So of course it is incorrect. First one is correct. Now it is the main driver to build the capacity within the member countries, this national anti-doping organizations and its stakeholders. Now this is pretty generic state. First और third आपको दिखाई दे रहा है generic statement है, and we can accept them as correct. So only 2 is the correct answer. Fine. So international organizations से related बार बार questions आता है, conventions, conferences, especially क्लाइमेट चेंज से रिलेटेड जब भी कोई इंपॉर्टेंट डेवलपमेंट होता है इंटरनेशनल, तो आप उसको फॉलो अप रखिए. फाइन, ओके. नाउ इंटरनेशनल मैरीटाइम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वाज इन न्यूज़ अगेन. सो इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में IMO इज वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट वन. इट इज स्पेशलाइज्ड एजेंसी ऑफ यूनाइटेड नेशन. दिस इज करेक्ट. नाउ इट वाज क्रिएटेड बाय द स्टॉकहोम कन्वेंशन इन 1972. If you do not know exactly the year or the convention, do not attempt such kind of question. Okay, you are taking more risk here. Okay, so this is incorrect. Why? Because it was created through UN Maritime Conference in 1958. ठीक है, मैरीटाइम कॉन्फ्रेंस हुआ था यूनाइटेड नेशन का, उसके थ्रू हुआ है. India is not the member, though India is the member. ठीक है, it is very important organization. One can easily identify it is incorrect statement. and that's why A is the correct answer. International Maritime Organization, IMO, ठीक है. So whatever the maritime related, let's say, activities, be it related to research, ocean research, and we can say resources related aspects, so IMO plays important role here. ठीक है, fine. Now, which of the following reports is published by World Economic Forum? Now generally UPSC had this trend. Now last 2 years UPSC is not asking such kind of direct questions, but before that UPSC used to ask every year one report related question straightforward, कौन सा institution, international organization release करता है. So World Economic Forum releases energy transition report. Energy transition report, this is good, correct. Okay, so this global wage report is given by International Labour Organization, ILO. Ease of doing business, World Bank, and this one IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. ठीक है, so World Development Report, we can say that this one. So answer here is basically B. ठीक है, World Economic Forum. So other reports, other important reports like World Competitive Index, Competitiveness Index, जैसे कि वो हटके होता है, इकोनॉमिक्स से रिलेटेड है, ठीक है, और एनर्जी से रिलेटेड है. सो ऑफ कोर्स एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन रिपोर्ट इज गिवन बाय वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम. फाइन, यहाँ पे देखिए एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन इंडेक्स, इंडिया रैंक्ड 67th ऑन एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन इंडेक्स, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज इन न्यूज. स्वीडन ऑन द टॉप. फाइन. with reference to Lothal Indus Valley site in India, yes. Now it is the only port town in Indus Valley civilization. Is it so? Lothal? No, right? So दूसरा कौन सा है लोथल के साथ में, और कौन सा है जो हम बोलते हैं कि पोर्ट टाउन है इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन का इंडिया में, जो गुजरात में ही है, दूसरा वाला. यस, लेट मी टेल यू दैट. यस, जस्ट नाउ yes, Dholvira, right, of course. Okay, so Dholvira is the town, but it is not the port town. Yes, Lothal is the only port town in India, in IBC site. This is correct statement. But yes, it is not the first site of IBC in India to get the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, what is that particular site then? Dholvira. Dholvira is the site, Indus Valley Civilization site in India, or it is the first site to get UNESCO Heritage Tag. And Lothal, yes, we have applied for that, but we have not received yet tag for Lothal. So this statement is incorrect, and that's why one only is the correct answer. One only is the correct answer. Fine? Okay. These are all sites here, and where these two are located. Lothal is near Gulf of Khambat, and Dholvira is in Gulf of Kutch, or we can say Run of Kutch. Dholvira, Run of Kutch region. Okay. Fine. Regarding Interstate River Water Dispute Tribunal, the statements are given. Right. Constitution empowers the Parliament to enact law for education of interstate. So Constitution empowers through which article? Article number 262 provides for constitution of interstate water dispute councils, tribunals, not councils, tribunals by the law of Parliament, through the law of Parliament. Interstate Water Dispute Act. This act provides or empowers central government to set up an ad hoc tribunal for adjudication of river water disputes between two or more states. This is correct statement. This is correct statement. Currently there are no active interstate river water dispute tribunal. One can easily eliminate this. Why? Because there are many active interstate river water dispute tribunals like Mahadai River. Mahadai River is there, or Mahanadi River, or we can say that Ravi and Bayas, that we can say that what is that? Krishna river, all these we can say are there are total 5 such tribunals at present which are active. 5 such tribunals under this particular act, they are established under this act. So 2 statements are correct here, only 2 statements are correct here. Fine. Okay. Enforcement Directorate, ED, continuously it is in news. In past UPSC have asked question related to ED, FERA, FEMA Act and all. Okay, so yes, Enforcement Directorate is one of the, let's say, law enforcement agencies of central government, and it has been given powers and the responsibilities to implement the provisions of certain acts. FERA, Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act. Then third one is Fugitive Economic Offenders Act is there, 2018 का जो है recent वाला, and yes, the major one is Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. चारों के अंडर जो है ED को काम दिया हुआ है, responsibilities. Okay, so it is a multidisciplinary organization mandated to investigate economic, yes, this is correct, foreign exchange laws related. It can adjudicate but cannot impose penalties on those adjudged, we can say that, to have contravened the FEMA Act. Now this is incorrect. Why? Because yes, it is having responsibility to investigate, adjudicate as well as impose the penalties on them. ठीक है? Then it is also empowered to sponsor the cases of preventive detention with regard to contraventions of FEMA. Now sponsor, the key term here is sponsor, and yes, it is correct statement. Try to understand, it is not empowered to directly implement preventive detention. It is not empowered to directly, rather it is sponsor, and yes, then it is implemented by the law enforcement agencies like police, or we can say those having powers and for implementation of preventive detention. Right, so only 2 statement is correct here regarding this. Fine. Okay, so these are all 10 MCQs for today. If you have any question, you can ask. Yes, those who have joined the Tucker test series, we hope that you are following the schedule. Try to understand that अगर कोई एक टेस्ट रह जाता है बीच में, but it is fine. But I would suggest कि आपने जो है pile up करके नहीं रखना चाहिए things को. ठीक है? We have given you the complete study plan for next 1.5 year till the next mains 2024. In detail plan about all the tests for prelims, mains, as essay test series, as well as CSAT for prelims and all. Okay, so you follow that religiously. You maintain the discipline in your studies, and this is going to yield the result ultimately. ठीक है? You keep yourself motivated throughout this journey. You keep yourself disciplined throughout this journey, and yes, results will be positive. Trust your preparation. Fine? Okay, stop. Let us stop then. Thank you.